you doing, everyone? My name is Ryan and this is Haye, and welcome back to another edition of Boxtalk. Guys, it's been a long time, a couple weeks off, the holidays are over.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Haye.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. The birthdays are over.
Yes, they are.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you too.
Yeah. No, I mean, and now it's time to give you an extra long edition of This Week in Boxing. So much stuff has happened in the past 2 weeks. Unfortunately, I couldn't film last week due to some family commitments and kids parties. Crazy.
Yeah. Truth.
Yeah.
Truth.
But let's start and let's do the fights from last week because there's lots of things to be mentioned.
Jeez, damn.
Let's go first of all with Matchroom's card on the Kell Beezer and Luke Campbell versus was it Sykes?
It was Sykes, yeah.
Yeah.
I gave that fight so much stick, by the way. The matchup. Yeah.
Okay, let's answer the question for both of them. Both of them done what they're supposed to get done.
Yeah.
Both of them got easy, expected victories. Both want huge credit for it.
Good, that's all.
Why?
Yeah, good. No idea. Maybe that's just the mentality of some of the boxers now, where they just feel like we want it all, we want it now. Campbell, Brook I get in a weird way. It's, although we laugh at the Beezer name, it's a mandatory. He smashed his mandatory. Give me something, and I'm starting to feel sorry for Brook. I've said this 100 times. I'm feeling sorry. Brook will fight anyone, I believe. 140, 147, 154, I think. He's been calling that Broner, which is stupid. Don't like that. But look, he'll fight anyone. Give him something. Campbell, I still think there's things that need to be worked on.
Yep.
For him to even start asking for these super big names.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about Scotty Cardwell there. But I think that's a fight. Mm-hmm. I think that's a winnable fight as well. Yeah. When I've seen Cardwell now twice.
Yeah. But that fight's not gonna happen. It's gonna be a rematch. There has to be a trilogy.
There has to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think both are just calling for things because of frustration more than anything. And I think realistically, when they look at the tapes again, though, Campbell was saying to work on things. Brook needs to go. Yeah. Brook needs to go.
Luke Campbell, I'll give much more of a blight. Obviously, he's got so much family issues with his father.
Yeah.
And obviously, I said before, he got out hustled by when it was the guy that beat, was it Mendy?
Mendy.
Yeah, got out hustled by a seasoned pro. Nothing's wrong with that. It's a good learning experience. And even though he's got a baby face, he's still developing. I mean, he's not young. He's like 28, 29, but he's still developing. So I'm not too hard on Campbell. I can understand where he is right now in his life and in his career. Kell Brook, on the other hand, you said it's going to be an easy match. We all said it's going to be an easy match. A few Beezer fans left comments that were insulting us, saying that Beezer's going to be so great.
Yeah, and we don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah. Listen, when you have a fight of that level twice in a row, you need to come back strong. They're already talking again about I heard Vargas' names were mentioned again. Who else did I hear mentioned? I heard Lamont Peterson was mentioned, who's really a 140 guy. I'm like, those are names, but they're not big matches.
Yeah, and even Brook mentioned on his Twitter page, you want to see me fight Broner.
Yeah.
So it's Vargas, Broner, Peterson.
Yeah.
2 140 guys and Vargas.
Yeah. Now, I mean, to me, that's not big name. Broner is a big name in the terms of the sport.
Yeah.
But in terms of for a 147 champion, possibly the best 147 out there, it's not the big names.
We've seen what's happened already when Broner stepped up to 2 guys at 147 in Porter and Maidana.
Yeah.
So no,
that's what I mean.
No.
He did say Eddie Hearn said we want Danny Garcia. No, Cobra said we want Danny Garcia, and then Eddie Hearn said Danny Garcia what most we want except the fight. Don't say that. Offer the fight.
I did think that Matchroom had money. Yeah. In terms of a powerful entity to grab anyone. I'm not sure because they seem to be struggling to get their guys marquee fighters.
Yeah.
I mean, go ahead and look at it. Apart from maybe Anthony Joshua, and I don't know how much Charles Martin's going to cost really, but. Yeah. We're not getting these so-called mega big fighters coming over. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I think maybe because all the fighters that they're trying to fight are without Heyman possibly, are in big money contracts anyway, so don't need to come over. But we're struggling right now in terms of getting big names. And, you know, for you to just kind of say, I don't think Danny Garcia's going to want the fight, to me suggests you can't afford to get Danny Garcia over.
Yeah. If you say he's not going to take the fight, don't mention his name. Yeah. You mention his name to get like a press clipping, but then you're saying we're not going to do it anyway because for X, Y, Z. That means you're not negotiating. You're not putting it out there. I mean, like Kell Brook's in a real big problem, and honestly and truly, I don't think 2016 is going to be productive for him.
No, I don't think so. Yeah. If they're the 3 names I've already thought about for the summer, and it's going to be one of those 3 then. If Eddie Hearn does that, then that's already poor. Okay. We're not going to be happy.
You just done your mandatory, so you're going to have at least 12 months to fight. So in real 12 months, you could get 2 or 3 good fights for the right money.
Yes.
Yeah. Or like we always say in the show, roll the dice. Put the big money down to get a big name over here, or Kel goes up to America to build himself. Because once you beat one of the top guys, then you're in the mix. As long as you keep fighting the B-level guys, you're never going to be in the mix.
Kell Brook has got to pray to God that Bradley beats Pacquiao, and I think that's the only marquee name he could get that's not in this Al Haymon contract, and I think Top Rank will work with Matchroom. But then if Bradley beats Pacquiao, Bradley's going to want ridiculous amount of money to get over here.
Yeah.
Kell Brook's got to travel.
Yeah, yes.
Forget this home comfort, you've got to start travelling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You've got to real travel, get out there.
One thing I'll say, and even though this is not Kell Brook's fault, this is boxing in general, world champion means world. It doesn't mean London, Sheffield, New York, you know what I mean? Vegas, it's world. You go to where the money is, you know what I mean? And that's how it works out.
And people will say, because I think they've said it before in our videos, but the Americans don't travel. Okay, I get it, but when all the best 147 fighters are in that country, unfortunately you've got to go to that country, just the way it is, guys. Do you know what I mean? It's just the way it is. If all the top, look at the top 20, I'd say 17 of them are probably based in the States. You go to the States.
Historically, there was a period of time when all the good cruisers were in Europe. So Steve Cunningham left America and came to Europe.
But the way it works.
Yeah. There was a time that
Hernandez went there.
Yeah.
They will go there.
The Cubans, yeah. There was a time over here when we had the best middleweights in the world. Ben, Eubank, Watson, Collins. Collins was based in America, came over here to fight back over here. The point I'm making is that when the division is dominated by one country, chances are the big fights happen in that country.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people give stick to Amir Khan to base in America, but Amir Khan's getting the big fights.
Yeah.
The guys at 140 and 135 were based in the States. He said, you know, I've got to take myself to the States, make some real money. Now he's a superstar.
Let's fly off to the US now, quickly, and go briefly with Andre Ward versus Sullivan Barrera.
Yeah.
Well done to Andre Ward. Got back in the ring. Looked not bad. I wouldn't say great. Looked not bad at all. Barrera tried.
Yeah.
Seemed to got disheartened in the middle rounds, but Barrera was very stiff and didn't seem very. I wouldn't say not unathletic, but not the fastest type fighter. So sitting down watching the fight, thinking about it, and just thinking about the Kovalev fight. And I looked at Andre Ward's face at the end of the 12th round. And I thought, you won the fight. You didn't really get hurt. You looked good. You dropped him in the 3rd round. But if your face is that badly damaged from a fighter that you pretty handily dominated, you're going to get hit by Kovalev that many times. If they fight right now, and Andre Ward to himself said he needs to work on some things and blah blah, said that obviously he's a little rusty and whatever, but he shouldn't. I don't think a top fighter, even though he's gone up in weight, be fair, he's gone up in weight, he's fighting bigger guys, he shouldn't want to look like that after that fight. In a fight you dominated so handily, you shouldn't want to get touched that much.
It's very strange because although Andre Ward went up in weight, Andre Ward as an amateur fought as a light heavyweight and Barrera fought as a middleweight. So naturally, I know it's a long time ago, but naturally Andre Ward's actually the bigger guy and Barrera's probably more muscle. Hence why he looked a bit stiff.
Barrera's older as well, so
he's a lot older.
He's just growing into the weight.
Exactly, he looked a bit stiff. More remind me of Jean Pascal's stiffness. Andre Ward is not going to fight Kovalev in his next 2 fights. It's just not. I'm not going to say it's suicide because that's a bit stupid, but it's a long stretch for me to see that Andre Ward, who I think looked good. I'll give you that.
Yeah, he looked good.
But I think you're talking about the best light heavyweight in the world now. You know what I mean? By a stretch as well in terms of Kovalev. There's guys just underneath him, but I think Kovalev is definitely the number 1 in the division. And I think Barrera, before the fight, guys, let's be honest. Let's all be honest here. Not many people who knew who Barrera was.
Yeah.
Barrera was squeaking top 15, top 10, squeaking. Do you know what I mean? And like Ryan says, for your face look like that after that Barrera fight suggests to me that Barrera touched you quite a bit.
Yeah.
Kovalev touches you a bit, and Kovalev's faster and more agile than Barrera.
And more spiteful.
You know those punches are spiteful. Then we might have a problem, but I'm not sure, Ward. It's a good performance. Don't get me wrong.
That's the thing about it. It's like sometimes.
But maybe I'm expecting a bit more from the so-called pound for pound number 2, 3, 4, whatever. I don't know.
That's the thing about it. Sometimes you feel like you're causing trouble or picking on someone because when you look at the performance, it was a good performance.
Yeah.
He boxed well. He was in shape. Used his jab. Used his range well. But there were just other little bits. It just wasn't the old Andre Ward. And this is what we were concerned about in the videos that we're saying. We're always thinking about the prime Andre Ward of 4 or 5 years ago. It was a good Andre Ward. But it wasn't the Andre Ward of back in the day. That's the thing I'm trying to say, whereas it looked really good, it was a good performance, but it's not what you really, really want.
This ring rust thing, and Andre Ward's mentioned it a couple of times. He mentioned it before the Paul Smith fight, and now he's mentioned it after the Broner fight as well. And I get it to an extent, but I remember when Floyd Mayweather had the exile after the Ricky Hatton fight, and then he came back and fought Marquez. Yes, Marquez was a lighter fighter. I understand that, but it was still smooth. Do you know what I mean? It was still Floyd at its best. Yeah. And no one you didn't even for a second think, my God, this guy's been out of the ring for I think 18 months or something like that. You kind of just. With Andre Ward, I don't want the ring rust thing to be an excuse all the time now. Yeah. You've had your couple of fights back. Paul Smith was what, in August? Yeah. And now you've had this. Yes, you've had this other fight as well now. Yeah. So for you, that's quite active. Yeah. For you, for actually, that's for what. Yeah. So forget the ring rust thing. Let's just show what you've got. And I just feel like we're not going to get this Kovalev fight because he's going to keep saying, I need more, and then it's just gonna die as a fight. I need this fight in the summer, and it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, they say November. That's what they're talking about, possibly for November. And like I said, if put it this way, like you said, unless he has a fight in between and shows something much more, then I guess a top ranked fighter, I see problems.
That's the problem. Who does he fight? If you're Andre Ward's camp and you have to fight, I guess a definite, recognised tops. That's a big fight, you know.
From far, top five ranked fighter, yeah. I mean,
from far is a bit stiff. Or
they should put their hands in the pocket and bring bloody Jurgen Bremer over to America.
Yeah, so you take a title as well. And Ward would beat both of them.
Yeah, but they got the money to do it. They definitely got the money to do it.
And that shouldn't be expensive.
No.
That shouldn't be expensive. Alright,
so that's the options for them. Alright then. Let's go to Chris Eubank versus Nick Blackwell. First of all, we hope Nick Blackwell makes a quick recovery. We know he's still in a coma as it stands right now. It's an induced coma by the doctors, so that means it's in their control, which is really good. Yeah. Based on the injuries Nick Blackwell suffered in the fight, it's hard to comment on this fight and tell you not hard to comment, what's the word? It's difficult to give it a fair breakdown on what actually happened in the fight. Let's go to the facts. Nick Blackwell put on a gutsy performance, a good performance, but Chris Eubank was one level above him, it seemed to me, in the fight. We've got this thing in boxing which we need to fix really, really bad, and we need to treat every boxer the same. Right now we have this thing in boxing where we go, oh, he's tough, he's been in wars before, he could take it. Yeah. That's not really right. There were certain rounds, where it was very one-sided towards Chris Eubank Jr. landing huge shots. Blackwell was cut and bruised all over the face, and other fighters would have been stopped. But Nick Blackwell was tough, he fought on the unlicensed circuit, he's a British champion, give him the benefit of that. Alright then, for one round. Not for 2, 3, 4, 5, until he collapses. Yeah,
there is that mentality. Let's be honest. I mean, I think we saw it clearly. I think the fight that springs to mind where that is clearly shown is the first Froch Groves fight, the first one, where Froch was getting hammered, left, right, and centre. But because it's Froch, give him a chance. Because this is Froch. Groves gets caught with a couple. Referee jumps in like, we've had enough here. Because Groves is supposedly chinny. So they stop the fight, and that's a great example of where, you know, one fight is taking punishment and one fight is supposedly soft. Stop the fight because we've seen too much. And that's in the same fight with the same ref. Now, I can start thinking of loads of fights where that was a quick stoppage. I'll give you an example. Look at this week, Adrian Broner versus Theophane. Was that a good stoppage? I thought so.
Huh?
I thought it should have been stopped.
Alright then, compare that to the Nick Blackwell Chris Eubank fight. That could be stopped in the 5th round.
The problem is as well that we have for other fights, which have gone down as some of the best fights in history, where I thought they've gone on too long, but they've continued. All the Gatti Ward fights, for example. Punishment that both of those guys were taking, all 3 of those fights were like, whoa. Do you know what I mean? But those have continued, and those have gone down as some of the best fights in history, and everyone now thinks Gatti Ward, go and watch it, you want to see a great boxing match. You know, more recently you got like someone like Brandon Rios versus, I can't remember who Brandon Rios fought now.
No, I'll get you say. Even think about something like Provodnikov versus Matisse.
Matisse. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Fights what I'm watching thinking, oh God, you know. But people love those.
But that's a 2-way action. Yeah. The Nick Blackwell Chris Eubank was more 1-way action.
Okay. Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah. Agreed. Like, think, as tough as you are, and as strong as you are, when you look at punch numbers, yeah, and look at the way a fight's going, I don't think anyone that watched that fight live thought it was going good for Blackwell.
Who should be stopping that fight, Gary Lockett or the ref?
Either one of them. So if the ref's supposed to be to protect the fighter, and it's his corner to protect the fighter as well. See, the thing about I watched the fight here, and there may be 4 or 5 of us here watching the fight at the same time, and everyone like, nah, the fight should be stopped. And this was maybe around 7ish. Yeah. So around 7. Same time, like the amount of time we watched Shannon Briggs versus Vitaly Klitschko.
Yeah,
and we were all watching it, and it was about, again, there was like 6 of us. We were like, no, this should start stopping this fight now. Because it gets to a point where it's like, yeah, it's not going nowhere.
Boxing already has this, unfortunately, negative image. Maybe it stems from years ago when it was on ITV and you had the Watson Eubank situation and other incidents long after that as well. But it just needs, and I said this yesterday to someone, 99.9% of the time, boxers go home safe. They do the medics, they go home, and it's not a problem at all. Just that 0.1% of the time incidents like this happen, and there's been stupid talk of like ban boxing, which is ridiculous. I mean, you get NFL, you get ridiculous injuries in NFL. Rugby, exactly the same thing, get stupid injuries. I think it just needs to be refereed a bit more, and I like what you said, and this is it really. Forget that he's tough, he's soft. If someone's getting hit too much, stop the fight. Very simple. They can live another day and they can go on again. Stop the fight. Forget egos, forget this, he's a tough man, and forget this, he fought in the unlicensed boxing arena. Stop the fight.
I keep hearing, I'm like, that doesn't mean nothing.
It's stupid.
You got to base it on actually what's happening at this present moment. Know what I mean? I mean, in the current mode of boxing, you hear like, oh, he's so tough, he done X, Y, Z 5 years ago. That's 5 years of additional fights on top of that. I mean, you ain't the same. They always say when you go into the ring, you come out a different person. Yeah.
Takes a bit out of you all the time.
That's what I'm trying to say. You can't compare what they done 3, 4, 5, 10 years ago to where it is what's right now. I mean, also you have to give credit to Chris Eubank Senior. Now I mean English, He told Junior stop hitting the head, and I think it was around 7 or 8, And he said, look, if we don't stop this fight, you know, damage is going to be done because you're hitting him too many times. And it's fine to say in hindsight, but he's been in that scenario himself before, and maybe he can't see the physical damage being done to Blackwell.
He knows what's happening,
but he knows. Guess what? Enough's enough, and that's the thing about it. Sometimes when I've said that we criticize Senior sometimes for some things, but having that experienced eye in the ring, it's different. And I'm trying to say.
I'm telling you now, Chris Eubank Jr. is so, look, I think Chris Eubank Jr. is mentally very, very strong. Just when you interviews, just about everything about him. But having Senior around him now, considering what happened, and some of the stupid interview questions he's been getting, and having Senior there to kind of advise him and whisper in ear what to say, it's been perfect for him. It's been absolutely perfect, because this could change you. No, it could change Eubank.
It did change
Eubank said after that he didn't really want to go out for the kill all the time. So this is very good for him, and look, I wish a speedy recovery to Nick Blackwell. The boxing community is one where everyone gets behind him. I've seen people auction gloves and everything.
Always said 10% of his arm.
Fantastic.
The door goes off before his fight goes to
fantastic. And then you feel like, just get behind him, and hopefully this doesn't affect Gary Lockett either. Because as a trainer, everyone's been on him. You should have stopped it. You should have stopped it. You should have stopped it. It's very hard in the heat of the moment. Stop it when you think my guy's tough enough and he can land one back. But it's just one of those things.
And
especially he's a former boxer as well.
But again, I don't want to criticize. Gary Lockett knows the complications. He remember we went with Kenny Pavlik
and he get hit a lot.
And I'm trying to say, and I think I've had them last more than 2 or 3 rounds. That I'm trying to say, because you're taking a beating. This is not 2 or 3 rounds. This was what, 10 rounds, 11 rounds, 10 rounds. I'm trying to say, it's a lot. It's a lot. Know what I mean, and Gary Lockett, as a fighter, knows, guess what, my fighter does not take that type of beating any time in the ring, or in sparring, or in training. For him to be taking a beating like this, should call it a day.
You know what I will say? Again, and this is what we kind of got. I was harsh a bit, but in hindsight, looking at it now, it makes more sense. When they pulled out Spike O'Sullivan, and everyone was like, what? He's got a bit more, and the corner was like, it's levels here. They can clearly see that Chris Eubank is way above Spike's level, and he started to land a few, so he's like, you know, he'll survive another day. And everyone kind of booed. That's smart cornering.
But I've done that as well.
I booed as well. I thought, but now in hindsight, it's almost like they can see clearly through sparring, through training, that Eubank's just a bit better than our kid, and it'll come again. And you kind of feel that's what needs to be done sometimes. But I think that what this has done, though, and it's unfair, it's taken a lot of credit away from a good Eubank win. Do you know what I mean? Unfortunately for Eubank, he's getting no credit for what was a good win. But I guess that's boxing.
No, I've seen some weird article. I saw one article, I can't remember where I saw it on, and someone said that's what happens when you get a world-class fighter fighting a British level fighter. And I was like, no, that's not. That's just it's a bad injury. It was a fight, but you can't compare it to levels. If you're gonna compare it to levels like that, then what are you gonna do when you put pro fighters in the Olympics?
Yeah, and not only that, but that's true.
British level,
you meant Watson was what level? Ben McClellan was what level? Doesn't matter. This is boxing. You're getting hit.
I mean, that could happen the opposite way round.
An amateur could do that to a pro.
Yeah, exactly.
Just the way it works.
Just the way it goes.
Yeah.
Let's go to this week's fights.
Oh, finally, catch up.
Let's go to this week's fights. Okay, let's.
Wait a minute, did Fury fight?
Yeah, he fought Dominic Gwynn. Nadia Aguilera pulled out a few days before, and they got Dominic Gwynn on short notice. Turnaround decision. Yeah. Oh. No, I said Dominic Gwynn was a decent fighter, but he's never been stopped. Yeah, we've never been stopped. I remember when Dominic Gwynn fought Michael Grant, knocked him out in the 7th round.
I remember when Dominic Gwynn was like 25-0.
Yeah, he was really good. Yeah, the Southern Disaster, I used to call him. Yeah, but he came over here.
Has he got older and shorter, or is Huey Fury just that bloody tall? Because I thought Dominic Gwynn was I thought Dominic Gwynn was a solid 6'4".
Yeah, he was 6'4".
Unless Huey Fury is 6'9", because they look very much different in the way when I saw them face to face.
Yeah,
he's like that now.
Yeah. Right. Dominic was in his 40s now.
Yeah.
So doesn't mean he's shrunk, but I'm just obviously.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But I saw highlights of it. I didn't watch the fight.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not in bad. I've seen enough Dominic Gwynn fights in the past
to know exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah, to say guess what, it's not really worth watching.
Yeah.
All right then, let's go with this week's fights. Let's start with. Let's do Adrian Broner.
AB, always balling.
Okay, before we get into the Adrian Broner beef, which is going through me while we try to get quite there, let me tell you about Adrian Broner. All the guys that send me emails and leave comments saying that I hate him and I'm a hater and
you got some of those?
Yeah, check on the comments on the cup videos as well. And people that say all this stuff about AB, I say, look, you guys look like I'm not an AB hater. I'm just telling you what I see. And again this week I saw it again. Yeah.
With the weighing.
0.4 pounds, he refuses to break the weight and loses his title on the scales. That's not the first time he's done that.
Yeah.
This is the second time he's done that.
Yeah.
Yeah? You get what I'm trying to say? This guy is not really serious. This is the same guy that a couple of weeks ago was going to go court for robbing his mate over a bet he lost in a bowling alley and got his, where bet he looked 10 grand?
Yeah.
8 grand or 10 grand, and then because he lost, double or nothing, lost again, left the bowling alley, got some more mates and a gun, and robbed his mate. And took his mate's money as well. Allegedly first, because he's not. That's allegedly, because that he would be in jail. That was fact for now. Yeah, but that's the accusation. The point I'm making is, this guy is not serious. Seriously, this guy's not serious. I'm not saying Adrian Broner is bloody like a billionaire, but he's got more than enough money to handle 8 grand. Yeah, he's just a sore loser.
Come see us, AB. We'll see what we can do.
It's just a sore loser. You know what I'm trying to say?
He is.
To the fight anyway. Broner for your pain.
Yes.
I don't think the stoppage was great. I thought the stoppage was alright, but
it was one-way beating. It was one-way traffic.
Yeah, one-way traffic. Broner has the same fault that I said before. He's got the skill, he's got the potential. He just doesn't put it all together. He was in there with opponents that I thought could push him a little bit, but I thought Broner's not a discipline. Broner showed again why he is a world-class fighter, why he is a 4-weight world champion. Even if he got the belts easy or whatever, or was given belts, how you gonna call it, he's shown why he is what he is. But I'm just confused with the whole direction now. Really confused. He's leaving 140, so he's going out the weight class because he's not training, obviously. Yeah, we all know what he's been doing. You see what he's been doing. And now he's going to go up to 147, where a weight class he clearly struggled in, and clearly struggled in. He's going to go over there and give away his belt. Fear Pain had his world title shot.
Yeah, that's what you can get.
Yeah, made a decent account of himself.
Get paid well.
Got paid well. Let's be fair, he was never going to get a title shot anyway from anywhere else. Floyd hooked him up.
Yeah.
Should be happy with his performance and say, guess what, I've done what I can. Fear Pain's what, 35 now, 36?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's coming to the end of his career.
Yeah.
Not a bad way to go out.
No, I agree. As for Adrian Broner, look, he got gifted the belt. I think when you get gifted a belt, you don't mind losing a belt, and I mean that generally. If he got that belt in a gritty, tough fight, say he got that belt from beating Terence Crawford, just for example. Yeah. he will lose those 4 pounds. Because I mean that 0.4 pounds. Because when you got a gift that here, someone's like, oh, well, if I didn't earn it, whatever, have it back. The argument about him going up to 147, I think the only reason he might go up to 147, or he said he will, is because there's a few 140 guys that are floating to go up to 147 as well that are not big either. Garcia, Peterson, and there's a couple others that said they might go up there as well. So I don't think he's going to fight the big 147 guys, but if he's going to match up against those guys, obviously Peterson sees he's friendly, but Garcia, for example, it's not a big 147 guy either. Performance was okay. It was one of the better performances I've seen from Adrian Broner. He seems to be able to... That's the fight where he didn't take as much time off in rounds as I've seen in the past, but I think that's because of who was in front of him. I think he knew I could just run through Fairbairn, so he threw a lot more punches. Again, his foot movement's awful. It's very weird. His foot, it's so wide as well. It's all over the place sometimes, but it was a good performance. The calling out Mayweather at the end of it was a bit silly, and I thought it was all staged. I sensed that from Mayweather already dissing him early in the week, and I thought, where's this come from?
Yeah, one AB always broke.
Yeah, and I thought, this is strange. Them two are very strange, and I feel like, is this the setup fight we're trying to get again? But regardless, it's a better performance. Again, I'm not sure about the direction now, because personally I thought that we're going to get some real good 140 fights for him and maybe eventually Terence Crawford. That doesn't look like it's going to happen. On that performance, Terence Crawford beats him pretty easily, I think, anyway, but...
we said that for a while.
Yeah, but after seeing that, because look, Fairbairn at best is a B, maybe minus B level fight at 140. Terence Crawford's a A plus fight at 140. That fight, you know what I mean? But I don't know what to do with Broner. Look, Broner is obviously a little rich kid. He obviously gets gifts. He gets handed things. I'm not quite sure. He's a sport kid. He's a sport kid. You know what I mean? He's a full-weight world champion.
And the thing about, like I said, the thing that was more bugging and more painful is that he has so much natural ability and talent. You know what I'm trying to say, that he could do more, but he just doesn't have the discipline to do it. And the way he's been treated means he's never going to get this. It's going to get worse. Like I said, back in the day, before social media and all this type of stuff, if you threw your belt away in the scales, you get chastised by the whole boxing community. You threw your belt away. Are you crazy?
Remember Riddick Bowe did it. Everyone went mental.
Mad, went bonkers. Everybody's done this twice. Know what I'm trying to say? And he doesn't get no reprimand for it at all. Nothing. It's like, alright, let's go through it in the bin. I don't really care. That shows two things. It shows one, how boxing has changed, but it also shows that, guess what? The belts don't hold as much weight as they used to hold either. I
said that for a while.
People's a bit.
Belts mean...
If you're gonna pay me, I don't care about the belt.
Belts actually don't mean as much. I mean, before, a belt was a lottery ticket. You win the world title, you're the man. You're instantly recognised everywhere. I mean, you could line up the British world champions and ask people who are they, and people would struggle to name 4 out of, I think, the 11 world champions. People would stop at the rest of them. You know what I mean? So belts don't mean as much. If the Broner Mayweather is real and it's not staged, I like that. It's stupid, but I mean, Berto got Mayweather. Okay,
honestly and truly, if Broner and Mayweather to fight right now, I could see Broner getting Mayweather a few little problems based on that, the hand speed and the style. Just because Mayweather ain't fought someone like that for a while.
Imagine the 24/7. That'd be fun.
A while. But this is Floyd Mayweather.
Oh, destroy.
This is the guy with the laser right hand and the laser left hand. Broner will get hit so many times, and I'm trying to say, he'll go into a shell, just like he did in his other fights when he starts getting hit. He goes into a shell. Broner, like I said, he'll cause, I won't say cause problems, similar to the way Zach Judah caused Mayweather problems. There's a couple rounds where the little bit of speed and the type of the style Broner has will give you that little bit,
a little flashiness.
Like wait, alright, then wait, he's trying to do that. Alright, I see what he's doing. Hold on, there you go, I got you now. He'll just wait a couple rounds, work him out, and then he'll shut him down. Absolutely shut Adrian Broner down. Shut him down so bad, like you end up turning TV off at like round 6.
But you know what though? I tell you now, it'll do good pay-per-view numbers. People will tune in. People will tune in for AB Floyd Mayweather. I genuinely believe the AB will sell. AB can sell a fight, and the king of selling fights is Floyd.
Okay. One thing I will say about this fight, if they did fight, I think we will get the best version of Adrian Broner. The reason why Broner showed like in the Sean Porter fight in the last round that I can put it together. I want to put it together for one round. And he doesn't do it often. Going in the room with Floyd, I'm trying to say, he will know he has to be on his 100% A game. He will know he can't play around. In other fights, you're like, I could beat this guy, I could beat this guy, so you're not really focused on it. With Floyd, he will know just to focus on it. With the other guys he's fighting, he's been to beat them, so he's maybe not 100% focused. With Floyd, he will have to be on his game 100%.
And remember, it's all hindsight, probably ain't gonna happen to him. This Floyd nearly touching 40.
Yeah, but okay. So
this is Adrian Broner at his peak.
So let's look at it from this point of view. Floyd's retired, yes. Retired means you sound like, oh, retired, you're old. Yeah, it's been ages. He fought in September. Yeah, that's not much longer out of his normal schedule.
Yeah, and I'm not joking. Floyd looks like he weighs about 150 right now.
No, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah,
he looks like he's still.
Yeah.
He's still sparring.
Yeah, retirement sounds like Carl Froch is retired. He ain't fought for like 2-3 years.
Yeah,
that's retired. Floyd retired 6 months ago. Yeah, 7 months ago. He's not really retired yet. He could be ready to fight September very, very handily.
All right,
know what I mean,
cool beans.
All right, let's go on to Saturday night's fights. Let's go quickly to Europe.
Yeah. Some upsets.
The Deontay Wilder Fighting Club.
Yeah. They
fought last night. Jonathan Dupas, who went 11 rounds with Wilder, and Eric Molina, who went 10, I think, with Wilder.
Who wobbled Wilder.
Wobbled
him, but just got scared to capitalise. Like, oh, what do I do next?
Yeah. Both made stands last night.
Yes. That helps Wilder, by the way. It helps Wilder. It helps Wilder.
It does. Dupas knocking out Robert Hernelius, who was a good fighter about 5 years ago.
Yeah. I never thought he was. But
it was a good fight about 5 years ago. Doesn't mean much because Hernelius was not a contender, and Hernelius was in the running to face Wilder as well, apparently. And Molina knocking out Thomas Adamant,
who's about 70.
Yeah, I'm trying to say. And Thomas hasn't won a fight in how many years?
Hasn't fought in how many? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to say. Doesn't mean nothing much, but boy,
good wins for both. But I mean, look, both were considered upsets.
Yes, both
were considered upsets. Adamant was supposed to win on his home soil in Poland. I heard the crowd went from literally screaming to. Like you could hear a pin drop in the arena. Yeah, that's how much they were shocked about Adamant getting knocked out.
I ain't seen it yet, but apparently he was like knocked out like the end for the 10th.
Yeah,
and like he just couldn't make the count. Like literally, he was done.
He's a small guy, and I still feel like with him, he was pretty much done from the Vitali fight. To be honest, when a Vitali hits you, that's it for me. You're done.
It's funny. Small guy is an understatement. Yeah. You're talking about a guy that was fighting world champion at 175, light heavyweight. Then went to cruiserweight. Then went to heavyweight.
Did he not get beat by Chad Dawson at light heavy?
Yeah. With Howell. Now, me and Ade are around the 200-pound mark, just over 200 pounds. Yeah. Can you imagine dropping to 175?
No.
All right. Can you imagine go up to 220?
No.
That's what I'm trying to say,
I feel so hurt.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's really, really hard. I'm trying to say for me to think you're like.
I think I could do it with Alex Ariza.
If Alex Ariza could do anything, most probably. Yeah. Or Memo.
Yeah. He's as notorious as Alex Ariza nowadays.
Yeah, but it's just one of those ones there where like I think anyone that weighs around 200 pounds will understand. Dropping 25 pounds or going up from 175 to 200 is a huge jump. Going up from 175 to a solid 225 when he fought Vitalia, when he fought Ariola is ridiculous. For me to put on right now and say I want to put on 15 pounds is ridiculous. You know what I mean? And then to fight guys that size, he's a great fighter. Give him credit. One thing I'll say is this as well, and me always argue about his Hall of Fame stuff, yeah? Given what Adamit's done, yeah? World champion at 175, world champion at cruiserweight, fought for heavyweight title, and up until the past 3-4 years had a very good record, better than some people in the Hall of Fame. Would he get in?
Nope.
Why?
Because you got to do a bit more for me. You know, this Hall of Fame entrance, like, I see the recent one as well, and there was like, I think there was like 13 or 14, I can't remember what it was. Anyway,
the ballot list.
Yeah. I want to see like 1 or 2. That's it. I just want to see 1 or 2 because I want it to be that difficult to get in. Where once you're in, you are, oh my, it's not even a question of an argument. It's not even a debate. Like me and Ryan shouldn't even having a debate. It should be like rubber stamp Hall of Fame because your career is sick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Your resume or CV is just like, oh my god. Like when Pac-Man retires, when Cotter retires, when Fake Mayweather retires, Hopkins when he retires, De La Hoya in the Hall of Fame. Yeah. These are names where I've like no question.
All right.
Mosley when he goes.
Oh, we're going to talk about Mosley in a minute.
I know.
Okay, but here's the thing about it all that. But okay, it's the flip side of it. But don't you think he's not going to the Hall of Fame because he's not American? Yeah,
Hall of Fame's American.
If he was American, with that record, because let's be fair, I'm not gonna mention no names. I'm not trying to pick on other fighters. But as far as the Hall of Fame, that shouldn't be there.
I mean, my argument always is it. Rocky Balboa's in the Hall of Fame. My argument's always, that's what you answer.
Yeah, but you get my point. You get my point. You get my point. Yeah. Let's go to the Liverpool card and let's start with Cardle versus Dodd.
Yeah.
I like Scotty Cardle. Said it on this show loads of times. I think he's got talent.
Thought he had talent.
Yeah. Sometimes you got a fighter that's got your number.
Yeah.
And when you add up, if you were to go get a chart and you to write down attributes and skill sets, yeah, you can't with Cardle much higher than Dodd. Yeah. But there's something called will and desire and grittiness, which you can't really chart up on anyone. Yeah. For all of Scotty Cardle's ability, he was reliant on moving and trying to look slick. Right, and the first 3 rounds, it worked. But Dodd just said, guess what? I'm gonna push this fight. I'm gonna push this fight. I'm gonna push this fight. And even though Cardle was moving and slipping a lot of punches, by round 6 it was an even fight. Yeah, Dodd was throwing that jab and he was missing the jab a lot. But the third one, the fourth punch, the fifth punch, the end of the combination kept tagging up, and it got to the point where now Cardle was just moving, throwing 0 punches. Yeah, Cardle gave the fight away. Dodd took away Cardle's ability to fight. Yeah, and no matter what Gallagher shouted at Cardle and said, it didn't do nothing.
First and foremost, Dodd won the fight. That's not a draw for me. Dodd won that fight. I had it even. I had it close up until like 7-8, but then I just felt like you say, Cardle just not throwing punches. Like 10-11. It's just that same kind of style. And I've got a question, Gallagher here, and people might say, well, the first fight was no different to the second fight.
Yeah.
If you're just gonna chuck him back in and say do exactly what he did in the first fight, then your ring
hope for a lucky stoppage.
Exactly, your Ring Magazine Trainer of the Year. Ring Magazine Trainer, you've got to say, okay, that didn't work.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? All that kind of flashiness looks good in the first 3 or 4 rounds when you're not tired and you're fit and you're. After that, Dodd just kept doing exactly the same thing. And if I'm a fighter now that's going to go up against Cardle, I'm just thinking it's just relentless pressure. This kid doesn't like relentless pressure, and I feel sorry for Dodd because look, Dodd's not the one with Matchroom. Dodd's not got the the marquee name, but now it's got a case of you've got a loss and a draw, and you haven't got the British title. And I think you lost one, yes, because it was stopped maybe a bit too early, but it was stopped. This one, I think you won. Yeah. And I think there should be a trilogy.
No, this should be a trilogy.
She won.
This should be a trilogy. I think Dodd won. I think Cardle's team in camp will say, guess what? We won now. Look, it's 2 fights.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Even Cardle said it ringside as a joke. We said, I don't want that again.
Yeah, but here's the joke was all about, yeah. And here's the thing with Cardle, which just concerned me. When you make someone miss so bad and you're spinning them, where's the counter shots? You know what I mean? There was so much opportunity because he made Dodd every round except for the 12th round. He made Dodd miss so many times by using lateral movement and head movement, but there was not one single counter shot. Seriously, you make someone miss that bad and you don't throw not even a hard stinging shot, just a little back, I got you. Back, I got you. Now I'm trying to say, trying to actually score points up. Moving and I don't like saying the word running, but moving and running is not doing nothing for you.
I'm not. I was actually very convinced that Cardle would chuck himself in this mix of British lightweights in terms of the top 4 or 5, and because those guys are out there. He's off that for me. He's off that for me. I just feel like all that you get. Imagine him getting tied in with someone like Flanagan. Even Derry Matthews. Get tied with Derry Matthews. He'll land one on you, and that's it. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm not, and he cuts very easily as well. Yeah. Cuts very, very easily. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you do with Cardle, but regardless, it's a win. Well done. But obviously, Luke Campbell wants that fight next, and. Whereas remember we said it on when Spencer was there, we thought Luke Campbell was away from that fight. It's a good matchup now.
Now it is. Good matchup. Now it is.
Because I think both of them have shown slippages. Yeah. And it'll be a good matchup. And I think Luke Campbell needs that fight at 27, 28. It needs to go now.
Now I think now it's an even fight. Yeah. Especially Cardle's confidence would be hurt as well. Yeah. His confidence would be hurt right now as well.
Where does Dodd go in terms of getting another name? Do you know what I mean? This is a big platform for him.
He doesn't.
That's the problem. That's what I don't like. He doesn't. Do you know what I mean? Where does he go in terms of getting that money again? Getting that money fight? It's hard for him now. I feel sorry for him.
Remember, this is a business, yeah, and I guarantee Matchroom and Cardle's manager are saying, look,
we don't want him.
Yeah, and behind closed doors saying, look, Cardle's maybe not the guy we thought he was. You know what I mean? Let's keep him around this level here and make some money. Because that's what the plan is in this. It's a job. It's a sport for us, but to them it's a job. Yeah, it's keep the money coming in, pay the bills, set things up for the future. Because remember, even Gallagher said in the corner, if you lose this fight, it's over. there's nowhere to go after losing the British title.
Wow.
Did you hear what he said?
Wow, no.
He said it in between the rounds. He said there's nowhere to go after this. Yeah? So you know what you got to do. Yeah? When it comes to, we got this fight for you, they're going, maybe not that one.
Yeah, they'll look at it and say, nah, that's a bit tough.
Yeah.
He's a bit like Dodd, relentless. Yeah. That's the kind of your style right there.
Yeah.
Match that up.
That's what I'm trying to say, yeah. It's a business, you know what I mean? So, we see then. Let's go for Rocky Fielding versus Chris Brashley. Rocky Fielding got lucky last night, I think.
Yeah.
I think the split decision could have gone either way. I don't think Brashley won like hands down.
But I didn't win it though.
I thought it was a close fight. I thought it was a very close fight. Rocky Fielding is not the fighter I thought he was before the Callum Smith fight. The knockdown he got in the second round, I think it was understandable. Obviously, he's coming from a knockout loss. He looked stiff early in the fight. He didn't look himself. He looked a bit nervous. When he got knocked down, he kind of looked shot like, oh my gosh, I got knocked down because he weren't himself. Once he got back up, he worked and he tried, but he seemed very, very stiff and robotic. He's trying to club it in shots. Yes, he's a puncher, but I didn't see the fluidity that he had previously. He seemed to me like he was a guy that was trying too hard and not being natural with his abilities. Brashley looked much more relaxed, much more experienced, much composed, and that's what got him winning rounds. But in terms of actual punches and what Fielding was doing, he was taking it away from him.
Even when the matchup was first announced, I was a bit surprised. Yes, it was an early stoppage against Callum Smith, so you didn't take punishment, but you take punishment mentally.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. You go in there as thinking you're going to win, and you get blown out in the first round. So to put him against Brashley, who isn't a bad name, he's a very good fighter. Still, it was seen against Groves and Callum Smith. Both were close fights. It's almost like you're trying to say to someone that early, you lose your bust. You know what I mean? It's almost like rolling the dice with someone. When in the past he's chucked people in, like Martin Murray, for example, came back after Golovkin. They chucked him in against nobodies, just to kind of get the confidence back. And I kind of felt like he needed a confidence fight, and that showed in the first couple of rounds. Like, whoa, this is a lot for me right now. So he done well to dig deep and get a controversial-ish split decision. But I'm with you. I had high hopes for Rocky Fielding in terms of where he could go, and this is boxing sometimes. Not everyone can go to the pinnacle. Not everyone can go to the world championship elite level. Callum Smith can, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But maybe Rocky Fielding is the European level, which isn't a bad thing. But just maybe I thought he would go on a bit more.
See, I think when we look at Rocky Fielding, we were looking at a guy that was fighting guys of his type of level, so he looked really, really, really impressive. Now he's fighting guys that are one level up, i.e. in terms of Callum Smith, and in terms of Brashley, and Brashley is a good boxer. You can see the technique is different, the movement is different. Rocky Fielding, I won't say Rocky Fielding's slow, but I say he's not as fluid as the seasoned class above him. You know what I mean? You can see that just little things, and that, especially when there was time when Rocky Fielding was coming in, and to me it just seemed like he was just clubbing to the body. He wasn't punching. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just stronger, I'm bigger, just gonna rush on you and try to hurt you. You know what I'm trying to say?
Is that a trainer problem?
I don't know. I think
just a level problem.
You could train someone to do whatever you want them to do, but it's them has got to implement it in the fight. And I'm trying to say, and it felt like I said, to me, Rocky felt in certain rounds or in certain times that I'm the bigger, stronger guy, so I'm going to try bully. And when he's trying to bully, he's getting peppered with jabs and punches because they're more smoother.
I've always said with a boxer that considers himself a puncher, and I said this a lot of times, when you hit someone and they don't move, I think your brain gets scrambled as what do I do now? Because I'm considered a puncher and I've hit this guy like you did hit with Brashley and nothing's happening. Plan B, C, what do I do?
Another question as well, and even Sky was saying earlier that Brashley's not a puncher. If he was a puncher, he'd be on world class. For a guy that's not a non-puncher, he hurt Fielding a couple times. Even I think it was in the 10th and the 12th. He hurt him. Now I mean as well. He hurt him late in the fight twice on top of it as well. Now not saying that's wrong with Fielding's chin, but maybe he doesn't have the toughest chin out there as well for a notorious non-puncher to drop him and hurt him a couple of times.
Interesting.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to our Callum Smith versus our Mohammadi. And
I'll be honest, that was a light heavyweight versus a middleweight in there.
Yeah.
I think Mohammadi weighed in. I think someone even said like 3 or 4 pounds
under.
How can you weigh 3 or 4 pounds under?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much he weighed personally, but yeah.
You're supposed to come in on the ball or just even slightly over.
Even those 5 pounds will not make up the huge size difference.
The size difference is incredible. Callum Smith could be one of the biggest super middleweights I've ever seen.
Yeah,
he is massive.
He is massive. Here's the thing with Callum Smith, yeah? And I don't care who you are in the world or how good you are. If he lands on you, because he likes to put them together, yeah? Because he don't really he throws good combinations. It's over. He's a legit boxer puncher, yeah? He has the right frame and size to take anyone out. If you engage with him and you pick that fight with him, do it at your own peril, yeah? Also, I find it very hard to see how good boxers are going to box with him. Because he's got that height and the range and he's got a decent jab. He learned in the Rabashi fight how to use his sides better, yeah? And I think now, whoever he fights at super middleweight, it's a question mark on how long the fight's going to go.
Oh, that's a big statement.
It's a question mark.
No.
Yeah.
I see someone like James DeGale, that back foot James DeGale does, and that kind of back foot counter punching being a problem. But
there'll be a problem.
I can see what you mean. I think his range, his length of his jab is about a bloody. It goes across the ring. It's massive. And the way he put him, I actually felt sorry for Muhammad. The way he was landing, and it wasn't just. I'm not taking a piss here, but it wasn't Scott Quigg.
Yeah.
It was bang, bang.
That's what I'm trying to say. Solid,
bang,
solid.
That's what Muhammad's head. It was like, stop the bloody fight, dude. It was.
If it's in close range or long range, you're gonna feel it. Muhammad came out hard and pushed Callum Smith back and tagged him. I think it was with a right hook. Tagged him. And what did Callum Smith do? Stayed smart, stayed calm, covered up, looked for an opening, and then worked.
Bang.
Know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, you're not going to get Callum Smith out there just like, oh, I'm going to go there and bloody whatever. You could tag him, you could play with him, but he's smart. He's smart. Now I'm trying to say, Muhammad had never been stopped and being tough and going 12 rounds James DeGale. Yeah. That fight went what? 2 minutes. Yeah.
We'll see. I do think the next level up is another level to what he's been fighting against. Rabrasi, Fielding and Muhammadi. The next level up in terms of Badou Jack, Badou Jack, Andre Durrell, both Durrell brothers, James DeGale. That's another level. We'll see. I think it'll smash Badou Jack, by the way.
Of course it'll
smash Badou Jack, but the Durrell brothers, that boxing skill is a different kind of fish.
Again, the Durrell brothers as well are that type of size, like 6'1", 6'2",
guys.
You know what I mean, rangy as well.
Be interesting.
I think if the Badou Jack fight comes along, I think we've got a new world champion for sure.
Eddie Hearn's gonna have to dig in his pocket. He's gonna have to dig in his pocket. That's the problem. Because as good as he is, I don't want to see him fight at Muhammadi levels.
Okay, but the head Jordan. So why would he dig in his pockets for Kell? Why did he dig in his pocket for Kell Brook? But he dig in his pocket for Callum. That's what I'm trying to say, It's down to Eddie. It's down to Eddie. I'm trying to say, you got to roll the dice. Let's go for the news for the past couple of weeks. Let's start with the big one that dropped last week. Lucas Brown failed a drug test for taking a diuretic called clenbuterol, which is a weight loss, a steroid, a stimulant used for weight loss. Yeah?
A what?
A stimulant.
Okay.
Used for weight loss. It's on the ban list. Rather done the testing, which makes the testing legit. And he failed. When this news first dropped, everyone was talking about, oh my gosh, Lucas Brown's cheated. Like always, me and Ade try to keep updated with everything, and we go and do our research, we read our articles, we download this and that and everything. And I'm telling you right now, I smell something smelly, cheeky over there. There's definitely an egg in the room for this one, mate. Definitely. Lucas Brown, when this fight was announced, and they were trying to do the drug testing, the promoters tried to get the Russian Federation, which is the drug testing that got banned from the World Organization list for the whole drug problem they had for fake results. There was a card a few months ago where like everyone that beat a fighter, the home fighter, got caught with steroids and some. Do you remember that story?
Yeah.
And Lucas Brown's team asked for VADA, which is by far the strongest and the most credible out of the bunches, in my opinion. Yeah. Lucas Brown was drug tested before the fight, for the weeks that are coming to the fight, and after the fight. On the 29th of February, 1 week before the fight, while he was in Australia, or where he was training, he took a VADA test and passed. Yeah? When he done the post-fight test, after the fight, he fell for clenbuterol. Yeah? Clenbuterol has a cycle. You know, when people take steroids, they have a cycle. And the standard cycle for clenbuterol is take it for 2 weeks, a week breaks, or 10-day break, then 2 weeks. So you're 2 weeks on, 1 week off, 2 weeks on, 1 week off, for a period of 6 to 8 weeks. That's how you get your results. How would you get your results from taking it the week of the fight? You're taking a steroid or a drug that has a cycle that you're supposed to use for basically 8 weeks. So on the Friday before the fight or the Saturday before the fight, your system was clean. When you're in your hometown, you've travelled, and within the week of the fight, when you're going to get no benefits from taking the actual stimulant, it's in your system. He said that, Lucas Brown said that, we asked for VADA. I was clean and passed my test on the 29th. Yeah, I brought bottled water for me for the fight and whatever, which was sealed. Only place I ate was in the restaurants and in the hotel. Now, I'm not saying someone spiked this food or it's some big conspiracy, but I don't see the benefit of taking a drug when it will give you no benefits. Do you get my point?
Yeah, but if it wasn't VADA and it was the dodgy Russian Federation, the same dodgy Russian Federation that is seeing Russia banned from world athletics, I would say we have a problem. Because it was VADA.
Yeah, I believe it's in his system. I believe it was in his system.
I believe it was in his system. Yeah. But you're asking how it got in his system.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I'm saying there's no benefit for it. Now, you have some fast-acting stimulants, yeah? Which means you take it now and you'll get the results of it. Yeah? So if you was caught with something like that, I would understand. But taking something that actually has a cycle period, it makes zero sense.
I'm wondering though if he's taking that to mask something else.
Possibly.
That's my thing. I'll be honest. Yeah. When I first heard it and I read a bit about it, I was thinking kind of similar to what you did, but then I was thinking, is it a masking agent for something else? That's my only concern. That's my only reason why I think he would be taking it, because it's masked something else.
Took something the week of the fight and then you use it to mask.
That's the only thing, Reece. You know what I mean? That's the only reason. Because if he's clearly said all the bottled water was sealed and only at a restaurant, there is no way to kind of spike him anywhere unless he's using it as a masking agent. And as much as I see Lucas Brown interviews, and as much as I think, nah, he's not that. There's so many guys in the history of sports that have said, no way. No way.
We said when we done the film, we done the post fight, and saw that he looked in tremendous shape. For Lucas Brown, he looked in the best shape he looked in.
We said it.
Yeah. And
I said to you, I even said to you, and again, this is not me trying to cement Lucas Brown to the floor, but I did say to you, my thing with Lucas Brown is that he will gas.
Yeah.
He didn't gas.
No.
I'm not putting that down to. But I'm just saying, that's my thing. Watching Lucas Brown fight, so he's big, he's strong. He might gas race. This is a big stage, and he looked a bit stronger. But again, this could be great training. So I'm not saying, I'm just putting ideas out there. But I don't know.
I'm just thinking, like, personally, if you were going to take, if you were planning to cheat, you wouldn't ask for VADA. Yeah. If you were planning to cheat, you could have took any other federation or any dodgy type of person. You wouldn't choose the toughest federation.
The only question for me is, once we get into a stage of questioning VADA results, who we consider with USADA the best out there, VADA are the best. Yeah. And once, to me, you're guilty. When VADA say you're guilty, you're guilty.
No, I agree with you.
You know what I mean? And I've heard too many over the years. How many have we heard of athletes say, nope, it was a no spray, and nope, it was this, and nope. And it's hard for me to, and I like Lucas Brown, but it's hard for me to kind of try and defend him when he's been cool.
Alright then, let's move forward. There's more news from last week really. Frampton Santa Cruz, look like it's going to be done in July. Which is interesting. But what makes it more interesting this week as well is that Cyclone Promotions have announced a deal with Channel 5.
Like that.
Yeah, which means chances are
could be on Channel 5.
Could be on Channel 5. Also, David Haye announced this week he's fighting someone called Arnold. I can't pronounce his name. That's most going to be on Channel 5 as well.
Oh yeah, Cyclone Promotions.
Possibly it could be on Channel 5.
Interesting.
That is not bad at all. Sticking with.
Sorry, can we go back to that opponent for a second?
Yeah,
I think we've just.
Yeah, we are.
What is that? No, some people said, no, because I've gone back and forth with a couple people on Twitter and they said, yeah, but it's a comeback, he's been back. Sorry, guys. And the guy's called the Cobra.
Yeah.
As Carl Froch had a word of him. Had to say that name is already trademarked.
Who will win? The Cobra or the Cobra?
I think the Cobra over here would win. Yeah. No, honestly, these ain't the fights I want. You can't, I said it, is David Haye legitimately want a top 10 guy, which he never really wanted before when he was a proper fighter? Or is he just trying to cash in on us and get easy money because I can fill the O2 and get good money regardless? Why do I need to take on the risk and fight one of the tough Russians or you know, one of the big guys? This is pathetic, John. It's like a joke. Even Shannon Briggs destroyed him. Who's this punk?
Yeah, who's this punk?
We're getting from Tesco's?
Yeah.
He started naming all the stores. He said Sainsbury's.
Yeah.
Where'd you get him from?
David Haye, yeah, he's been asking for Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
He's asking for a world title shot, basically, yeah? He said he would fight Fury, but Fury said no because you ducked me out, so and so. You want to fight the guys that got world titles and guys that are top 10 ranked, but you don't want to fight a top 10 ranked fighter. So you want to go straight from fighting this guy straight into a world title shot, yeah? The same way I destroyed Deontay Wilder.
Oh, you same way. Deontay Wilder now?
No, Dion. Yeah, if you didn't watch the show before, I have to let them know who I'm talking about.
Okay.
The point I'm making is, is that the same way David Haye's gonna get it as well. David Haye's a joker. It's not even fair. You're gonna fight a guy,
that no one's ever
heard of. No,
ever, by the way.
Yeah, and then he had the cheat, and I'm not defending Shannon Briggs, but he had the cheat to hit Shannon Briggs. Are you looking for a payday? Yeah.
You're looking for a
payday.
Are you
looking for a payday? But you're fighting as well.
You're looking for a payday.
Who's this guy you're fighting?
Are you looking for a payday?
Are you looking for a payday?
Come on, man. What kind of talk is that? You've been looking for payday since you started.
Come on, Dave.
Ain't that the aim of boxing?
And let's be fair, everyone knows David Haye because he's broke.
I don't know about that.
Alright then. Well, you know what's out there, yeah? It's prize fighting. You're supposed to get paid, yeah? And I'm trying to say, yeah? David Haye has picked an easier opponent. Have you heard there was an interview with Shane McGuigan on IFL, and he said this guy's good, he's been beating guys in sparring, but look at him, he's got big hands, he's got a big head, he's a natural heavyweight.
Well, that makes you a heavyweight now?
He's got big hands. You're promoting the guys and look at him, he's got big hands and a big head.
That makes him a heavyweight.
That makes him a threat.
Interesting.
That makes him a threat. That makes him really dangerous.
Wow, my God.
Be careful.
Yeah, oof. Jeez.
No, my neighbour.
Yeah.
He's got big hands and a big head.
He must be able to box.
Yeah, he must be able to box.
No,
I mean,
knock everyone out. Yeah.
Let's call him for David Haye.
Jeez.
Seriously.
I mean, look, come on. David Haye last time fought a bodybuilder that no one heard of.
And now
he's fighting a guy called the Cobra
with big hands and big head.
Now he's unbeaten, though, isn't he?
Yes. David Haye says something that unbeaten fighters come with a little bit more.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I can understand that. When you say a seasoned fighter comes with a bit more,
yeah.
A world ranked fighter comes with a bit more,
yeah. An elite level fighter
comes with a bit more,
yeah.
You know what I mean? You're like you could always spin anything to make it sound. What I'm trying to say.
Gary Cornish was unbeaten.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. You could always spin it. I'm trying to say.
Come on.
Yeah. Oh, he's
in good shape, Gary Cornish.
No, he's in good shape. He catches you with one, then you never know.
No, but the best one is he has big head and big hands.
Big head and big hands.
Because that's a terrible guy.
No, seriously,
that's a threat.
That's it.
You're making me question the size of my hands, Shane.
But that's what I'm trying to say. How do you promote a guy like that?
Can I fight? I don't know. What do you think, guys? Can I land some?
Just a quick one. The Durrell brothers are on the same card versus Caleb Truax and Blake Caparello. And I think that's on the end of April.
Blake Caparella's a light heavyweight, I'm sure.
Blake Caparello's the guy that's for Kovalev.
Yeah, light heavy. Who's moved up?
I'm not sure, I can't remember which brother's fighting who, but yeah.
Okay. About time, Andre needs to fix up.
Yeah.
Get a move on, because I still think he could be the best super middleweight out there, but obviously maybe not.
Yeah. Carl Froch said Kell Brook can beat anyone that Mayweather beat.
Kell Brook can beat anyone Mayweather beat? Is that a joke?
Yeah.
Is that no wait, seriously, is that a joke?
This was the week before his fight with Beezer. I think obviously
Sky Sports promoting.
Yeah, and I'm trying to kind of put something up. But it got me thinking. I'm thinking, wait a minute. It's like, I'm not the biggest Mayweather fan. You guys know that already, I'm trying to say. But you have to be fair to the sport. Seriously, you know what I'm trying to say? Even if you don't like someone, you have to be fair to the sport. Come on, you're going to compare Kell Brook and Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, it's a ridiculous statement. That's absolutely ridiculous. I'll tell you now for a fact, if Kell Brook fought Oscar De La Hoya at 154 like Mayweather did, Kell Brook's getting spanked.
I think Oscar will stop him.
Yeah.
Oscar will stop him.
It's a joke. It's a joke. Yeah, people might, Mayweather didn't fight the guys at the right time. Look, we can get into that argument. I get that. I agree with that, but stop that comparison. That's ridiculous. Say he can beat everyone Danny Garcia beat or something. Don't ever jump the queue like that and say he can beat everyone that Mayweather beat. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous statement.
Hey, Shane Mosley. Okay, when I read this last week, I thought it was a joke. Shane Mosley said, "I've got a world title shot coming."
He's been saying this for a while. He's been saying this for a while.
I've got a world title shot coming, so I need to get a new trainer. So he's hired a new trainer. I don't know if it's a publicity stunt or not. Who is Shane Mosley's trainer?
I'm trying to think of like something crazy like a jiu-jitsu guy. So I can't think.
Hands of Stone, Roberto Duran. Is it that to get press clippers or something like that? Seriously. Duran's one of the greatest fighters of all time, and I'm trying to say, but he's hired Roberto Duran as his trainer.
Press clippings. It's just press clippings. It's just silly.
Yeah.
Who's he fighting though for this world title fight?
So he's announced the week after last week. He's fighting someone called Avayasan. Can't remember his first name. Yeah. For the WBA interim.
154 or 160?
I thought it was 147. There was no weight class assigned to the release. But I thought it was 147 because he's coming back to 147. He said.
If he's coming back to 147, then he's going to be on the same directives that Lucas Brown was on. There is no way he can make 147 pounds.
I don't know. But then I thought, how did he get ranked or get an interim title shot?
It's boxing.
Yeah. I mean, it's
how is it through that?
Yeah. I mean, having star power like Roberto Duran in your corner is going to help.
Yeah.
You got two legends in boxing, Roberto Duran, and you got Shane Mosley, and then you're adding that WBA. So it kind of makes it sounds like a big event.
And that's what you're trying to do.
It's not.
You know what I will say to him?
Yeah.
Jinky took all the money.
Yeah.
He's trying.
He's trying.
He's trying to put these events together. Do you know what I mean? He's trying to support women and give money to refugees. He's doing everything he possibly could do to say, look what I'm trying to say is, look what he's doing compared to Antonio Tarver's doing, for example. Antonio Tarver does these silly videos, David Haye, please give me a fight, please. Shane is at least trying here, and he's trying the right way. I'll give him a bit of props to that.
Okay, I agree with you, yeah. Shane's trying and he's doing the right thing, yeah. And guess what, no joke, when you have one way to make a living, and that's what you know, and you still got ability, you can make good money, easily make a sixth of a paycheck. Of course, I understand that. So I'm not criticising him as a person for what he's done. I understand that the legal system destroyed him, because you took all this stuff and everything. But at the same time, you got to look at actually how you're doing and what you're doing. Alright, by some accounts, the Mayorga fight was a fix.
Yeah.
Pinch my girl's bum. Listen, I'm telling you right now, when you tell a man to go pinch your girl's bum to sell tickets, you got problems, And I'm trying to say, anyone pinches my girl bum, they got a problem. You know what I'm trying to say?
In terms of what it does to boxing, it's not great, but in terms of him trying,
you're going to get an interim title shot. Say you win, you're going to get a real world title shot. You're deluding the sport and hurting the sport. And then you're going to get real fighters out there. Someone's going to bust his ass one day. You're going to get a world title. And you're no longer a world-class fighter. Like, let's be fair. If you do a fair ranking on Mosley, where is he right now?
In what weight class?
Either 147, 154.
154 is probably around the 25 mark.
All right then. To get my point, and he's gonna get a world title. Deon Wilder talks Rocky 4 for Povetkin. He's going over, Black Rocky, the Black Rocky, to go take Povetkin's title.
Black Rocky?
Yeah. That's not me who said it.
Who said it?
Yeah.
Who said the Black Rocky then?
Wilder.
Okay.
Yeah. He had pictures all over his Twitter page, he had his face on Rocky's body and everything. And he's saying, look, the fight's now saying 21st, I think it's the Motorsports Arena or something like that. So it's all done and dusted, minus the press conference. Yeah. Even though I'm still skeptical.
Don't know why.
Yeah.
Don't know why.
I explained to Ray something.
He's even made a Twitter page about the belt.
Yeah, I saw that. He got was it
she something? I can't remember. Yeah, he made it for Stavern. Now he's and it stopped. Now he's bringing it back again. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like it, and I respect him as well. Like you said, this is a guy that's had home comforts and just comfortable for yourself. This is now you going to Russia. Nah, you're going into enemy territory.
No, enemy. Listen, if it goes through, he deserves a lot of credit.
And he's out of the basement.
A lot of credit.
He should be out of the basement at the press conference. At the press conference, he should be out of the basement.
like I said, we already spoke about this, yeah?
A press conference.
I'm not removing him yet. I'm not
From the press
until the fight is, until they're both in the ring, he's not being removed.
Oh, you are. It's a joke.
Yeah?
It's a joke.
But,
it's a joke.
No.
It's a joke now.
Listen.
And the car's out of the basement.
We already spoke about this already.
Alright,
yeah.
man.
I'll hold this ticket.
Alright, cool.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, the good thing about it is, though, yeah.
I'm gonna knock Povetkin out.
You think so?
Oh my god, that's the bottle. That's the bet.
You think so?
That's the bottle. Because you think I thought Povetkin would beat him, but I'm not convinced anymore. He is going to knock him out. Who's in the drug testing? This is a serious question.
No, this is a
very serious question.
I do not know.
Because if it's
no, it's mostly USADA.
Alright.
USADA works obviously.
To be fair, Al Heyman won't play about with this either. This ain't no sending a bum over.
No.
It's sending over American heavyweight title to Russia.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is serious.
And to be fair, with the scandals over there recently, you need to be on point.
Proper drug testing. Because I like Povetkin, but I feel like I'm seeing a different kid now. Recently.
You have mentioned that.
Yeah. It's weird though, even though Deontay Wilder's more like Drago in terms of size, and Povetkin's more like Rocky Balboa.
Now, don't get it twisted, guys. Like I said, I said before, I hope I'm proven wrong. Because we need young, fresh heavyweights, good guys out there. But we don't need a heavyweight champion that's not going to fight ranked fighters. If this is the new Wilder, fighting the top ranked guys and defending his title, I'll support him. Why wouldn't I support him?
It's legitimately third against fourth, probably.
Huh?
I think Wilder's probably the third best heavyweight out there, and I think Povetkin's a fourth. I think Fury and Klitschko are number 1 and 2 in my eyes.
Yeah, 1 and 2.
And I think this is third.
I'll have the other way around. I'll have Povetkin.
Then again, the Ortiz is around.
Yeah,
so,
I'll have Wilder about 5th. Yeah, the point I'm making is though, I'm just saying, I want Wilder to defend his title. I want him to fight the best guys. If he beats them, if he knocks out Povetkin, knocks out Ortiz, knocks out, I don't care. This was good fights. I'm just saying that a world champion of Wilder's stature and the way they're hyping him should be fighting ranked guys. That's my problem. My problem is not with Wilder himself. It's not with Al Heyman. It's not with WBC. It's with the fights he's having. So if he fights the right people, well, there's no fault. There's no problem.
But like you said, boxing's a business. You clearly said there's someone the other. I can't remember which one it was.
Boxing's a business.
And as a business, Dupas and all those other bums, Molina, sorry, not bums, Spitzka.
There you go. You answered my question.
Move on.
That proves my point. Sticking with the heavyweights, Klitschko Fury rematch now looks like July. It's being pushed back. Fury's not too happy, saying he's a bit of a small back injury while he's waiting. But I'm having doubts if that's going to happen. Vladimir came out straight away after the fight, said he wants his rematch. And the rematch was going to be for the beginning of 2016. Remember, this fight was in November.
Yeah.
So the rumour was about possibly February, possibly March. Yeah. Then it went back to end of April. Then it went to May. Then they said because of Canelo, it can't be May, it's going to be June. Now they're saying July. This is extremely unfair to Fury. By the time he gets into the ring from defending his title for his rematch, it's going to be 8 months.
And the worst thing about Fury as well is Fury obviously wants money.
Yeah.
And Fury could have easily had 2 defences against anyone because Fury's that good and made some money. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Heavyweight champion of the world fighting on Channel 5, it would have been good for everyone. It would have been really good. You know, and he can't imagine Fury was headlining the card that was Eubank Blackwell. It's a big card for him to see. And now he's having to stall and wait. And this really just plays into his hands anyway, because Vladimir Klitschko at 40 ain't going to get any better. He's going to get rustier, and I think he's going to change his mind and feel like, I don't want this anymore. He's not Vitali. Vitali would have fought a week later. You can see the difference between them.
Yeah, the mindset's different. Also with Vladimir, like I said, Vladimir said he's got a new baby. And I'm telling you, we're a young child now. And I'm trying to say, is he married now? Or
I would marry her, I don't know.
Yeah, but you know what the point I'm making is that like, his life's in the stage right now. If you don't want it, you don't want it no more. If there's no shame in saying I lost, I retired. That's where most heavyweights go out. You know what I mean? And there's no shame in that. But dragging it out. What are they gonna say now? August.
Yeah.
Seriously, I'm trying to say it's unfair. You know what I mean? Frank Warren last week, Sunday I think, after Kell Brook's fight, said, "Why don't we do Liam Smith Kell Brook?"
Yeah. I saw that.
I think it's a good fight.
I think it's a good fight.
I think it's a very good fight. Obviously, I don't think it's going to happen for obvious reasons that we mentioned previously. But Frank Warren has been putting these offers out now to Matchroom maybe every couple of weeks now. Yeah. It seems to me that Frank, if it's honest or not, is legitimately putting statements out there saying cross promotion. Yeah. Which I said before, I think could help Frank in terms of Sky platform and obviously Matchroom's marketing power. But Matchroom's not responding. Yeah, I think Frank's trying something good.
You know what I will say about Frank Warren and the whole Box Nation thing? I was just thinking about it the other day. Obviously, them getting Khan Canelo made me think about it.
Yeah, and they got
Wilder. Wade and Wilder. Yeah. Wilder!
Yeah, go up with him as well.
They are trying on a level that is so impressive right now.
That's what I'm trying to say.
It's so impressive, honestly. I mean, Golovkin, Wade, we know is on there. You know, they're just getting these fights and they're, you know, Skeet beating Eggington. I think they're... If I'm Matchroom and the way people are pissed off with Matchroom in terms of the cards, in terms of their fighters not fighting anyone of any note, and then you got these guys, they've got a couple world champions over there, and Billy Joe Saunders and Flanagan. I'm impressed with what Box Nation are doing right now and what they're trying to do. Look, and I'm not that impressed with what Matchroom are trying to do.
Like I said before, Frank Warren is the only card I watch from 4 o'clock in the evening. 4 o'clock in the evening, I'll come home, put on my Box Nation, and I'll watch the whole card. You know what I mean? Don't do that with Matchroom. Even yesterday, Matchroom's card, I was home, but I didn't put the card until about 8:40, and I saw the card walking to the ring.
I tweeted, I don't know if you saw my tweet, I know you don't really watch tweet when fights are on, but I tweeted, said, boxing's on. Damn, I was watching football, switch back over. I was watching Barcelona versus Real Madrid football. I'm even a bit underwhelmed for some reason with this Joshua Martin fight. I don't know what it is, but I remember the build-up I had for Dylan White and Joshua. I was excited. That was a British level fight. This Joshua Martin fight, but this view, I can, even from people around me, even though it's for a world title, there's something very underwhelming about it. I don't know if it's the card. Underwhelming.
This is what I'm trying to say, and this goes back to what I was saying before. Yeah, they booked a card on pay-per-view without having a pay-per-view card. And I'm trying to say, so people are not talking about hyping about it.
They've even chucked Gavin McDonald on it, or was it Jane McDonald? One of the McDonald brothers. I think we got a press release saying that they've been chucked on. I'm thinking, you chucked them on with a week and a half to go. Yeah. Have you seen the gloves, the face-off yet?
No, not yet.
Very underwhelmed by it.
I was going down on it yesterday, but I also watched it today.
Very underwhelmed by it. I'll be honest with you. It's like... Johnny Nelson was trying. He was trying to get some animosity between the two. You got a bit of it, but I was like... I don't know.
I mean, me and you could sit down here and say we're going to film today, and we could start reeling off facts from April, from May, for June, what's up and coming. When you can't tell me what's happening on this Saturday, and I can't know what's happening this Saturday, what that tell you?
Yes, it's not great. It's not. I'm just not impressed right now with what Matchroom are doing.
I tell you what, like I said, if Frankie's putting his offers out, and making them legit offers, he will get credit. People will start following suit. Because you can't say, look, Frank's saying, look, I'm putting his offers out every bloody week. You guys are not taking it. Don't say I'm not trying to help the sport, I'm not trying to do X, Y, Z. Obviously, it has to be a bit self-serving, because obviously Frank wants to make money off this as well.
Of course.
I mean, so, but it's a business, like we said.
He legitimately thinks that Liam Smith can beat Kell Brook. And he thinks my guy's the bigger guy, stronger guy, let's have it. And Kell Brook's obviously strong at 147. Let's have a little British dust-up. Let's just have it.
And based on Kell Brook's recent opposition, this is a huge step up in class. Seriously, it's not a joke, it's a huge step up in class. Is it the name you really want? No. But in terms of a British dust-up, and a step up in class, and a world title, Liam Smith's right there. With Joe Saunders and Danny Jacobs beefing on Twitter.
No, Twitter beef.
About fighting.
Twitter beef is like so soft beef. It is really, isn't it? It's like, oh,
I'm gonna hate you in 90 words.
I hate you so much. Let's fight. Ding. So, that's why you gotta love Shannon Briggs. Shannon Briggs comes to your face. Shannon Briggs will pay money to get to your hometown.
Shannon Briggs is on my list next.
Let's get outside.
Let's stick with this Billy Joe Saunders, Danny Jacobs beef. Billy Joe Saunders, no, you always talk about when you get a world title, you give an extra 10%.
He's giving them 25.
Listen,
he is on kryptonite right now.
He is on it right now, He's calling out Golovkin, and and I tell you what, remember before I said a few weeks ago, I said, don't keep calling him, because if they pull your card, what are you going to say then?
I like the way you pull your card.
No, seriously, you put it out there and they're going to pull your card, but he's defending himself well. He's saying, people were saying that he turned down 4 million, or he was 4 million for the fight, and he goes, no, they offered me 1.5. And I'm trying to say,
that's shocking, by the way.
That
made me think, how much is Golovkin getting paid?
But this is what I'm trying to say. That shows me someone that's being honest. He's not hiding behind the doors saying, I asked for X, Y, Z, and this is what I want, because I'm taking the risk, bringing my title to go fight the beast in anything. Give me home turn advantage or pay me correctly. They offered me 1.5. I said 4 or home advantage. They said no. That's fair. That's
negotiation.
That's conversation. That's negotiation. I'm trying to say. Now, even though I think 4 million is way too much to pay him, way too much. I'm trying to say, but at least you put it out there,
so we know.
Thank you.
It doesn't sound like a duck.
It doesn't sound like a duck, Now, back with this Dan Jacobs thing, he said, look, Dan Jacobs, you keep running your mouth and you want to say whatever, can we do this right now? I'm ready to fight. go ahead.
Good fight, by the way.
It's a good fight. It's a good fight.
Especially after what he done to Andy Lee. That's a very good fight.
And look what Billy Jacobs done to bloody Quillen.
Yeah, it's a good fight. It's a good fight.
Yeah.
The beast is there.
Yeah.
But below the beast, these guys can all match up well.
I'm telling you right now, Billy Joel, and I'm trying to say, yeah, I like Billy Joel, but in the past couple weeks, I've been impressed. And I'm trying to say, I think after he fights Bursak at the end of this month, I'll be very surprised if we don't get a well-matched fight for him soon. Because he's definitely got the desire. Before we were saying, a few years ago, he said, I'm not ready for Golovkin, I'm not ready. He didn't have the confidence. Now he's got that confidence and that drive. I think we're going to have an interesting year for him.
No, I actually agree. I like Billy Joe Saunders. And I've got more impressed since he won the world title and how he won it.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that performance from Andy Lee at all, if I'm honest with you. I didn't expect him to beat Chris Eubank Jr. So it's almost like the two fights I thought he's going to lose, he's won. And I have to start saying, okay, you are legitimately a very, very good fighter.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I think you're off Golovkin's kind of era, but in terms of the guys below that, Quillen, Jacobs, even awkward guys like Sam Solomon, them, I think he matches up well and beats them.
Yeah, beats him,
Peter Quillen will be tough, actually. Even though Peter Quillen got...
Yeah, got caught.
And I think it's a tough fight for anyone still, anyone.
They got caught. Yeah, I mean... Lomachenko versus Nicola Waters.
Nicola, you called him?
Nicholas Waters.
Better call it Nicola after this.
Alright. Don't know what's going to be happening. Lomachenko's team is saying, well, Nicholas Waters keeps asking for more money. Yeah? Which is which is alright, sounds like it's dodging. And then Lomachenko said that, well, I've offered Lomachenko, I've not offered Waters, if he wins, I'll give him 300,000 out of my own purse.
Okay,
yeah, which makes sense. But then got me thinking, if that's the case, what's the disparity between the purses?
Yeah, it must be quite a lot then.
Yeah, like this fight, okay, as much as we have our opinion on who we think is going to fight, it's really a 50-50 fight on a dual promotion of two world champions. Yes, Waters lost his belt on the scales, but he's an undefeated world champion. Yeah? Why would Top Rank, the money is so disparate that someone could actually give away 300,000?
I do believe though that Nicholas Waters brings nothing to the table in terms of fans, in terms of TV.
Okay, yeah, I understand that. Yeah. But still, you shouldn't have...
It shouldn't be that, the disparity shouldn't be that big.
You shouldn't have a 50-50 fight where one person says, I will give you 300,000 out of my pay packet, we put into the contract.
Yeah, that's pathetic.
That is pathetic, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's Top Rank pulling some BS.
Yeah, it is bad. And I hope they can negotiate, but that's bad.
So if you're having a 50-50 fight and you get the contract and you manage to negotiate X, Y, Z, and then you see what one guy's getting, which
blows yours out of the water.
Blows you out of the water. Someone's getting a couple mil or in the mills, and you're getting 500,000 or 400,000.
You're like, oh, wait, I'm a world champion.
Yeah, this is a 50-50
20
fight.
plus fights. This kid's a world champion. He's had like 7. How the hell? Yeah.
And then as well, ego. You're gonna throw me a bone and say, oh, I'll give you, if you win, I'll give you 300,000. As much as it sounds nice, that's an insult.
Yeah, because there's a chance I won't win.
It's an insult. It's what I'm trying to say. So this fight's not going to be happening, it looks like, and they're already talking about a replacement for Lomachenko, and I blame Top Rank. I'm not going to blame Waters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As much as I'm not defending Jamaica, I'm just saying that you've got to be fair. Lee Haskins defends his IBF title against Ivan Morales, Eric Morales' brother.
Yeah.
I didn't get a date for that one actually.
That's in Cardiff, this new arena I think I've read, and that's under the Barry McGuigan thing. There's some sort of link up between Barry McGuigan and what's Lee Selby's manager's name again?
Oh, Chris Senegal. Yeah,
so they've linked up, and I think that's good. So the fights will be shown on Channel 5.
Yeah,
that's good. Welsh boxing needs it badly. Badly. Even his brother's on that card. Lee Selby's brother Andrew Selby is fighting for a British title already on that card. So it's good. Well done.
Yeah, good card, good fight as well. All right, Bob Arum's 50 years in promoting. Great achievement.
Bloody great achievement.
Great promoter, must be one of the best ever.
Oh, definitely in the top 4.
Yeah, top. Made some good choices, some bad choices, some things we do not like. But to be in the game for that long and to be still, be honest, at the top of the game now.
Yeah.
Even though with the new changes, new technology, new promotions, Rock Nation, PBC, he's an innovator.
Yeah, you've got to say. I mean, to be 50 years when all you had was kind of streaming TV, and now you've got internet and or social media, and it's to still maintain that and still find the fighters and look. And 50 years is 50 years. It's unbelievable.
You know, when you think about it, like a good point about social media, boxing helps boxing itself nowadays. But back in the day, you had to do closed circuit. Now, I mean, actually hot ticket for ticket.
Yeah.
50 years ago, like a physical ticket Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, to print physical tickets and go out and actually go to this print and that print and make things and get press and newspaper clippings and journalists and go bring your fighters state to state. Yeah. There was no internet, there was no shared news networks.
Yeah, promoters nowadays call themselves promoters, and let's be honest, guys, you're not really promoters.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you had to promote your fight.
Yeah.
Him and Don King had to promote.
Yeah.
Like you could think of promote. Nowadays, fighters promote themselves, and promoters really just make the fights.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it was everything. You had to promote them, you had to manage them. Some promoters even had to train their fighters. It was a bit of everything. And Bob Arum kind of fell into a lot of those brackets. So 50 years is it's just immense. Honestly, it's just immense. When you guys think about it, Eddie Hearn's probably been doing it about 7 years. Think of Eddie Hearn doing it for another 43 years. Yeah. You can't even think of it. It's unbelievable. It's crazy.
Shannon Briggs has been invading the UK for the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Been all over the place. Went to David Haye's gym. Went to Buckingham Palace. Meet and greeting people.
Buckingham Palace is so random.
Yeah. Meet and greeting people, having all the fun. Came to David Haye's press conference on Tuesday.
Yes.
Gate crashed. Said, come fight someone. Shannon Briggs is making a name for himself in the UK. Saying UK is the hotbed for boxing right now for heavyweights. We've got all the big stars. Says he's going to be invading O2 this Saturday for Joshua's fight with Charles Martin.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah. Shannon Briggs is here and he's making it legit. Regardless if you think Shannon Briggs is a legit contender or not, or where he's in his career, he's trying something. David Haye has said, fight on my undercard, and if you look good and you pass your medicals, we can fight next. Matchroom has said, we've got options, we've got cards coming up, we could put you on a card somewhere, and again, same thing, you get 1 or 2 good domestic fights out, we'll give you Joshua. That's what they said in interview. Remember that one?
No, don't watch it.
Yeah, there's one on there. They're all in the office, about half-hour interview. So Shannon Briggs is here. What do you think?
I like it. Yeah. Shannon Briggs excites me. He's fun. He self-promotes. And like we just said, unlike a lot of these guys that so-called offer fights on Twitter and kind of range over internet, he comes in your face and says it how it is.
He goes the extra mile.
Yeah, and he's spending his own money.
Yep.
It can't be cheap. Airline tickets, hotel fees, all this track. It's not cheap, but he's getting it.
He's got a flat over here now.
Yeah, he said, I've got a flat in Bermondsey because of David Haye.
Yeah.
And people love it. Yeah. I've seen the YouTube views, and that's the way I kind of go on it, and it's been the hundreds of thousands.
Yeah.
People love watching what he's doing. Yeah. And what I do love is that he comes and he tells you how it is.
Yeah.
David Haye says he's fighting a guy that's unbeaten. Shannon Briggs laughed at it.
Yeah.
Like I said, who is this chump?
Yeah.
Who is this chump? Do you know what I mean?
I've come here to your country to find a fight, and now you guys want a piece of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? I want to get Shannon Briggs on the show. I want to talk heavyweight boxing with Shannon Briggs on This Week in Boxing. So you're the Twitter guy. You're the guy that's crazy on Twitter. I've got a contact I'm going to try and work on this week. But do the hashtag. Get Shannon Briggs on this show.
You know what the funny thing is about this Let's Go Champ thing as well?
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw that ringside interview between Dodd and Cardle. And it's even... They even said, Let's go, champ.
Yeah.
And you just got to love it, people.
Yeah.
Look, do I think he fights Joshua? Nope. Do I think he fights Justin Fury? Nope. But don't tell me you wouldn't prefer to see him fight David Haye than compared to what David Haye's recent opposition's been.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Of course, 100% sure. 100% sure.
Yeah, that guy that David Haye fought last time, I can't remember his name.
Yeah, the bodybuilder.
The bodybuilder. Yeah. The fight went, 45 seconds?
Yeah.
Don't tell me Briggs can't go longer than that.
Of course he can.
Exactly. So, as much as people said, oh, he's done, he's washed up, but maybe so. Maybe he's not the same Briggs that fought Lennox Lewis, and I get that he isn't. Of course he isn't.
Yeah.
But he still puts up a better fight than those kids did.
Okay. He's got power.
Oh, yeah.
He's got pedigree.
Yeah.
He's got experience. And he's a former world champion. 2 times. Legitimate, lineal, from the George Foreman fight.
Yeah.
And when he beat Lakovic. Yeah. That's better than most people's records, full stop. That's better than most people. That's better than anyone's record, most probably.
That's boxing.
You get what I'm trying to say? That's a great accolade. Now, no one's put him out. Yeah. Okay. Lewis beat him years ago. Vitali got him what, 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Who else? He had a few losses here and there. Maybe he had asthma or whatever, blah blah. The point I'm making is, if it's that easy, David Haye or Joshua or whatever, if it's that of a simple match, take it.
What I will say as well, and this is on the flip side of all of that. On the flip side of all of that, we've seen when he done this with Vladimir. It didn't work.
Yeah.
He didn't get the shot.
Yeah.
And he done this for a good year and a half with Vladimir. He went everywhere. So there's an element to it where I love it and it's enjoyable, but the end result should still be getting the fights.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the Vladimir one he didn't get. He's not, like I said, he's not going to get Joshua. He's not. He could get others. He could get the Dylan Whites and in and around that kind of level. He's not going to get. You know, he could get Fury. If Vladimir pulls out and Fury just wants to fight someone, that'll be interesting. Haye's the one for me. Haye's the one that he needs to really focus on, because there's an opportunity there, because Haye's fighting nobodies.
Yeah.
But I wish him good luck. I find it enjoyable. I'm sure we're going to get him on the show. If I don't think he'll be in here, I'll probably be outside somewhere. We'll get him. People have been asking for it. You were close with the gentleman that needed to sort it out, so hopefully we can get it done. I'm back now, so we can work it together, and hopefully we can. But I find it fun. I think it's fantastic for boxing. And this Let's Go Champ, I might get a Let's Go Champ t-shirt. I might get a Let's Go Champ t-shirt.
I've got the game on my phone.
Let's Go Champ.
Oh yeah.
Alright, cool. Let's wrap up this show, boy. Guys,
long edition.
Yeah, very long edition. That was kind of 2 weeks. We're reading through 2 weeks. It should be like 2.5 hours. So we've done well to keep this under whatever it's going to be under. I don't want to think.
Yeah.
It's not that long.
12 hours, 10 minutes.
But that's long.
Yeah.
But there you go. This week in boxing, guys. Busy edition. Loads of stuff. I think Ryan even left some stuff out because how busy it was. Yeah. So loads of videos coming this week, and everyone's asking about the Khan Canelo. That's going to come soon. But guys, there's big fights before that. Yeah. There's so many big fights. GGG's fighting. Others are fighting before that. So Khan Canelo will come, but maybe in about a couple of weeks.
When Khan 7th of May.
And what are we now?
No, next week.
Khan Canelo coming next week.
Next week, yeah. But by weekend on Monday.
And well done, Box Nation, for getting that. That is huge for you to get that.
I'm telling you right now, guys, God. All you boxing fans out there, that I'm trying to say is that I know Box Nation is an extra part to add to your monthly expenses.
Just think about it. But it's a JD and Coke in a bar in West End.
No, I mean, guys, you have to buy Box Nation, mate. Trust me.
Support them. Support them.
They're trying something. I mean, Frank's trying something.
Do you know how much that must have cost them to get that?
Yeah. No, they're
taking a gamble on this, and hopefully it pays off, because they're giving us boxing, guys. Yeah. Much as you want to say about Sky Sports, we're just getting Metrum. Yeah. They're giving us a bit of everything, and you've got to support that. Do you know what I mean?
No joke. If I had to, I don't watch football, so I don't watch other sports. If I had to make a choice between one or the other, Box Nation wins.
Yeah, because I know I'm getting the British side. Yeah. I'm getting some European boxing, and I'm getting some of the world elites.
Yeah. And I'm getting.
Weren't they going to show Furman Porter?
Yeah.
Come on, guys, we're getting everything from them. Yeah. So let's try and support, and I think this is going to be a great fight, and I can't wait to that video. That's an exciting video to do. Is he calm right now? Yeah. Who's he gone to? What doctor's he been seeing?
I'm not saying. I think the weight is good. I think the weight is
He looked bigger than me.
He's eating.
He's eating. Didn't see even David A said, alright, calm down. I don't know if you saw Twitter, David A said, you're not going to a heavyweight title fight, you're going for middle.
So I tell you what, I'm not gonna lie, I saw the picture, and I think someone tweaked the picture.
Yes, I think someone's done a bit of Photoshop.
Because his head looked a little bit too big for his shoulders.
Yeah, because his arms looked about that. And I've seen Khan, and Khan's like that.
Because Khan's tiny, that's what I'm trying to say. I think someone edited the photo. Like a good job, not a bad job, like a good one, but just add a little bit more muscle mass on it.
And then, nope.
I'm not saying nothing.
Nah, I don't think he wins, but it's another video. It's a video coming out
about soon.
Yeah, unless my mind changes between now and then. Is there any 24/7s or anything for this? Anything? There must be something. Golden Boy will go all out for this. On the undercard, David the Moose fighting, isn't it?
Yeah, he was fighting. So last week he was fighting bloody thingy.
The guy's coming for 154. The guy who thought was going to win Tapia.
Yeah, Tapia. Yeah, no, I spoke to you. I'm sure.
Oh, good undercard. Abraham on the undercard as well.
Yeah.
It's a decent undercard.
Yeah.
Well done, Golden Boy. Alright, guys, peace.